Hello everyone. I just want to share that I built another super cool agent. I think it's a super cool. Lanchen released a video about the sandbox where you can use the CodeAct feature from the LLM. LLM generate the code and then run it in the sandbox to get a result. So here's the sample CodeAct agent. So what it does essentially is you create a PyDI environment, which is like a virtual environment, safe sandbox running environment. You use this framework to execute the Python code LLM generated. The query in the example is a very intricate uh, physics problem. But I was thinking, hey, is that possible to use this feature to work with some big data? Well, I'm talking about big data, I'm talking about like a huge amount of data because now you can use Python code to deal with this data. It's scalable. Whether it's one line or 10,000 line, it doesn't matter. Then the biggest challenge here is, hey, I'm running this code in the safe environment. How do I upload or how do I share this file into that environment? Let me draw a picture to illustrate my idea here. This is LLM. The LLM will generate some Python code, and we need to run this Python code in another sandbox. Say sandbox. But we have, for example, we have a large amount of data set, Excel file, CSV file, log file in this environment. How to do it to make sure that this sandbox can execute the same data in here, so that this Python code can use the input file to run it. So I have been testing and fighting with cursor for like as you can see for more than 2 hours. I finally make it work. So initially I thought it's not that possible, but when I read this uh, PyDI uh, PyDI doc, I noticed that it is possible. They do have this file system concept, and you can write to here. So I start to do the uh, PWD when I run the agent, make sure what is the path, what is the how to upload the file, whatnot, and finally make it work. So here's my code part. Uh, a lot of things is the same. I create another class called the file injection. Basically, I'm injecting the file for each agent run so that the code itself will have this variable information. I just noticed that I might be able to do something even more uh, efficient in here. For example, in this code example here, it says uh, so it's a running, this is a wrapper code. Yeah, it's execute, the sandbox is execute here. I might be able to make my code even better to injecting this part. But yeah, if I have time, I'll take a look. I'll try that definitely. But idea is I inject this code, and then here's the code I inject that. I upload the file then from locally to the uh, virtual sandbox, and then in the query. Uh, oh, by the way, let me show you the server's log. I asked the cursor to not cursor, Cloud to generate some sample server logs. See, right now it only have 30 lines, but it doesn't matter because the is writing the Python code to generate that to process this log file. Whether it's a 30 line or 30,000 line, it's gonna be the same. So my question asked here, hey, you need to analyze the log and do some analysis. What is the security summary, performance bottleneck, behavior analysis, uh, system health report, error rate, and whatnot. And I'm giving the example code, and I'm giving the available. This is where I inject the code, some variables, so you can use that. let's go to since it takes like 15 seconds to run. I'll skip the run live run. I'll go to my line graph here, and I can show you the how it works. So, oh, this one. Sorry. Oh, this different one. Okay, so this one. This is my prompt. This is my prompt. I just show you guys, and here is the LLM generate some code, which is pretty decent. If you see that it's trying to do the regex, parse the log file, and then have some counter, have some success, failure to read the line one by one, and define some threshold, read this line by line, and do the counter add up, and some summary, whatever. It's a lot of code here, which is pretty good. And then after that, it get the result. Here's what is around from that code result, which is run by the PyDI. And then after you get this result, imagine here can be 10,000 or 20,000 lines of a file. If you give this to LLM, it will generate something uh, not very useful. But here we have a summary because we already make the analysis based on that file. They can give me a very decent result. What is the uh, threat security threat? It even prints out, hey, this IP address has 20 suspicious activities, cloud logging, SQL injection, and whatnot, and all those bottleneck here and there. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I want to show you. This is pretty cool. Uh, this can be worked not only in the log file, Excel file, CSV file, whatever the large data set. Yeah, thank you so much.